Trying to decide in today's market whether you are going to rent your home or rent a home or rent a property or buy a home is a very, very difficult decision. There's a lot to play into that decision. However, the benefits of owning a home have been tried and true for decades. So we are going to talk today in our video about falling in love with home ownership and some of the key reasons that you might want to put into your consideration thought process when trying to decide whether or not buying a home right now is still your American dream. Hi, I'm Katie Evans, owner and lead agent of the Living 48 real estate team here in Arizona. And we're going to be talking today about falling in love with home ownership and some key thoughts to think about while you're making that decision whether you should be renting or buying in today's market. All right, so let's talk about our first point, and that one is that buying a home is actually the purchase that pays you back. All right. That's kind of an interesting thought process, right? Buying a home can be a very, very expensive endeavor, especially in today's market. And so doing so, we want to really consider whether or not that this is the right choice for us. That means that we need to ask ourselves and consider some of these things like, how does this pay us back? What do you mean by it is the purchase that gives back to us? So let's talk about that. Over time, historically, all real estate has actually increased in value, which means that you are earning equity in your home. All right. So over time, as the value of your home increases, so does your equity. The longer you live in the home, the more value it builds, typically. All right. So that's one way that you are getting kind of paid back for purchasing a home. The second way that you can do that is because as you invest in your home, you're going to increase the value of it more. Now, there is more than just the financial benefit. So consider this benefit as well. According to a recent study conducted by NAR, which is the National Association of Realtors, the net worth of a homeowner is about $300,000 versus that of a renter of about $8,000. And that was in 2021. So a very recent study. The net worth of a typical homeowner is about 40 times the net worth of a renter. So as your home appreciates in value, so do you. Sort of a win-win there, okay? So that's our first point, is that buying a home really is the purchase that pays you back over the long run. The second point that we want to have you consider is the joy of home ownership, okay? Obviously there's that great financial benefit of owning a home and seeing it increase in value and you paying down the mortgage and your equity. It's almost like forced savings. But there is also sort of this unexpected joyful feelings that you have of owning your own home. So really, it brings some serious perks. So imagine being a renter and wanting to paint a wall or replace the countertops or, work on the landscaping. A lot of landlords are going to love you doing that for them, but whose wealth are you building? Whose property are you improving? It's theirs. And typically you need to ask for approval to do that. So goodbye landlord approval. Hello, freedom. I love that. So we found one study that said, and I'm just going to read this verbatim for you, homeowners have higher self-related health when compared to their non-homeowners. So this same study also showed that homeowners have a higher perceived control over their life and higher self-esteem and happiness rates than renters also did. So it's just one of those things where owning a home can provide mental and emotional benefits for you. But the really cool thing is it actually goes beyond that, not only to benefit you as the purchaser or the adult in that, but if you have a family, it actually benefits your family as well. So with that same study, we found that families also benefit from home ownership, with studies proving that parents are able to spend less time in a stressed out state, therefore spending more time with their children. the ability for parents to feel stable has a huge impact on children's behavioral issues, educational success, and future economic success. Oh my gosh. In my world, that is huge. So owning a home creates this sense of security for your family that renting just doesn't seem to provide. All right. So family, we're all about family around here. We love that. So that's the second consideration point that I would like you to consider. All right, the third one is, and this is kind of even going outside of the family, which I think is a beautiful thing as well. But the third point to consider is finding your place in the community. So the benefits of buying a home can reach even further than your family, of course. There was another study that was done, and they were interviewing home buyers and kind of getting some feels about how they felt that affected their place in the community around them. And this is what one person shared with a reporter. He said, investing in a place can also give people a deeper appreciation of both its flaws and charms. No place is perfect, right? We know that. But it also helps prompt the people who purchase to do the hard work of improving it because they have pride in ownership. So, one of the homeowners that this particular reporter was interviewing shared this experience about how buying a home made him feel more connected to the area that he lived. And so he actually was able to get involved with local volunteer organizations, make his city better, and just became super, super involved in the community and became quite the pillar of his community as well, making it a better place for everybody to live in. So that is really cool. But the study kind of concluded with this. It says, in general, people stay in a home that they own longer than those who are renting. This gives the homeowner a less transient mindset compared to renters, making them more likely to get involved in their community. Then there was another study that also found that areas with a higher percentage of home ownership actually had a significantly lower crime rate. That's not surprising to me as well. So buying a home can even contribute to making your community, your neighborhood, a better, safer place to live in as well. So here's my takeaway for this video. The decision of whether you're going to buy or rent very, very heavily depends upon your financial situation. However, if you are in a position to buy, there are quite a few benefits to purchasing a home. So let's have that conversation. Let's decide whether or not you are ready or if you are going to be working to get ready to purchase a home as quickly as possible. It truly, truly, truly is the purchase that pays you back. If you have any questions on this information or you'd like to discuss where you are in the home buying process and journey, please feel free to reach out to us. You can reach out to me directly. My cell phone is 480-415-1341. Or of course, message us, DM us, reach out to us on whatever platform you are viewing this video on. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on our next video.